Alrighty, I'm back. I had to go get my little, whatever you call this little stick thing. Um, anyway, it's not even 7 o'clock in the morning or just becoming 7 o'clock in the morning. And like I said, this is a good time for me to do the video and just show you guys what's going on. Oh my gosh, these watermelon and squash plants are doing awesome. So let me show you guys what I'm talking about. Okay. Before I approach, here's what I'm working with. That arbor is full of lushness, okay? Even the beds next to it, everything is just busting at the seams, like I always say. I'm covered out here because, like I said, mosquitoes tend to get me. And that's another thing that's been stopping me from really trying to get a good video in because I'm getting ate up. So anyway, this is my Roma tomatoes, my paste tomatoes bed that I overgrew. And you see how bushy it is. But I've been getting a lot of Roma tomatoes. I have cut back tremendously. And like, you know, some of you will say, oh, at least that's too thick. It is. You know, it's not getting enough air. It's a lot more air that they're getting on the opposite side. But I do come in here and I trim a lot and I do all the things. I'm not going to harvest right now because I don't have time. But there's so many paste tomatoes in here. And I have made tomato sauce. And I'll put that picture up in the video once I complete it. Or you may just get it in between when I do the editing. But one just dropped, so let's put it here. Let's put it there. But like I said, that's my paste tomato bed, and I've been getting a lot of paste tomatoes. I will do paste tomatoes again. I just won't do that many. And I'll definitely be ready for the staking because I did not realize they get that bushy. So I'll do a better job in staking those tomatoes. And I'll probably just get some T-posts instead because they're stronger. I'm going to pan over to one of the green stalks that's doing really, really good. And like I told you guys, I got all these strawberry plants and no strawberries. I mean, no strawberries, like 2 or 3. I'm getting a lot of runners, but I bought a separate bed that my husband is going to put together, and I'm putting all my strawberries in that bed. And that way they're not going to be in the green stalks anymore. They're all going to be in this one bed, raised bed, and I think I'll get a better harvest and they'll even grow better. But these are jalapeno peppers. I've been getting those. I want to make some sriracha sauce. And yes, I will make I will grow jalapeno peppers again. Again, all these runners that I definitely will be using. And then we come down to some cayenne peppers. I think these are these cayenne? Or these are, I need to put the light. These are cayenne. Yeah, these are cayenne longs. So these are my cayenne longs. I'm always going to grow cayenne peppers because I do make hot sauce every year. I still have hot sauce from last year. So what's happening is I don't have to grow as many cayenne peppers, but I do because I give my father-in-law cayenne peppers. He likes to eat them. You know, it's good for your blood. I think it's a blood thinner, helps with blood circulation, all those things. So I think this pepper right here in this pot, this actually is not a jalapeno, a poblano. So that's a poblano pepper over there, and it's a squash flower that found its way through the caging. But I definitely will grow poblanos again. I'll always do cayenne and jalapeno because, like I said, they're doing good. And then the Thai chili peppers are doing really good in the green stalk. They're getting big and bushy, and I'm getting some nice sized peppers too. And I've been harvesting off this plant as well. I also have herbs in here. I pulled all the carrots and smaller things out of here already. Then over here to this other green stalk. This is my 7 tier with the 7-inch pockets. As you see, nasturtiums, I got lime basil, more strawberries. Like I said, I get a strawberry here and there, but not a lot. But I did do a lot of peppers and herbs in my green stalks. So here's a Thai basil. I can see I can harvest. Here's some Thai basil that I'm going to harvest today. I don't want it to go into flower because I want this to continue to grow. Like I said, the strawberry plants look big and vigorous, but they're not giving me anything. We're going to pass up the new grapevine that is growing. I put it in the ground. It's growing. All that rain we had the other day has done the garden good. And thank you for it because I was getting tired of watering. And so we're back on the other side of the green stalk that I was just talking about. These are cayennes as well. I think those long ones, yeah, those might be the Mexican chili or the banana. No, those are the Mexican chilies, because if they was banana, they would already be a bright yellow. These are cayennes. Um, and I know I got some cayenne long. See how long this one is? But then see how short these are? So sometimes I like, is this the Mexican chili or is this the, but I did grow some cayenne longs. Okay. So again, this green stalk is doing good. Even though I ain't getting no strawberries, I I'm happy about the peppers, but next year, maybe the strawberries will come in a lot better now that I'm going to change what they're going to grow in. And I can't help it. When I see a dead leaf, I have to pull it off. So that is my roselle. She's still blooming. I am actually waiting on the flower heads. So let me go on the other side of this. Look at my comfrey. I grew from seed that I got to put in the ground before the ground freezes. These are 2 okra plants and a comfrey plant. That's for one of my girlfriends who need to come get her stuff. But I think she'll get it this weekend because we're supposed to have another garden visit with another sister, and she'll be with us on that day. And I'm going to tell her, girl, take your stuff home. And that's the other grapevine on the opposite side of the arbor. And we're moving these plants so I don't knock them over. And we're trying to, one of the sisters and I are trying to get some cattle panel to replace the arbors and the things that we have right now. And we're like, we're going to have to give it our husbands. They're like, y'all need to get together. Go rent a flatbed truck or something, a pickup truck or something, and go get us some cattle panel because I want to replace this. This is not as strong as cattle panel. If I had cattle panel, I wouldn't need this PVC to hold this up. The cattle panel holds itself up. So, and, with T-posts, but I wouldn't need all this other stuff to keep stuff from like sinking in and stuff like that. It's a really strong structure and it's a one and done. Like you don't have to change it out for years. So anyway, back to the roselle. This is roselle, which is actually, it's going to be a hibiscus tea. There's like a little flower bud that'll come on here, like has a really, really dark, dark, dark purple. And you harvest it at a certain point, and I have to look it up to remember. And then you harvest it then and you let it dry out and you use it for hibiscus tea. So these are 2 plants of roselle. I got another really tall one over there in a tomato plant, in a tomato bed that I threw in, not knowing how big everything was going to bush out and grow. This is my other tomato bed. And these are the cherry tomatoes, and a pink Berkeley is in here too. Don't ask me how pink Berkeley got in there. I just think it was like one of those volunteers. And I cut this back so hard 3 times. And I'm still like, oh my God, overwhelmed. So I've been giving away a lot of cherry tomatoes, a lot of green tomatoes. People like to fry green tomatoes to people at work, and some of my family or friends that come visit, they also get some as well. So these 2 beds are packed. I did over plant my tomato beds, but lesson learned for next year. This is the other green stalk, my 3rd one and last one. I have Fresno peppers growing in here. I will grow Fresno peppers again. I will grow parsley again. Parsley did so well in these beds. I mean, in this green stalk, that I'm definitely going to harvest. I got to harvest some today, but I'll definitely do it again. I'll continue to put my herbs. Oh, forget, this one is not on a spinner. And I got to buy a spinner for this one. This is another type of basil that I need to harvest because it is getting too tall. But yeah, so my green stalks did good. I mean, outside of the strawberries not giving me anything, they ultimately did well. And right there, you really can't see it. That's a habanero pepper, which is the really, 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 really hot one. And so it's starting to bloom. I will definitely put that one in a pot next year because I think if it was in a pot, I may get bigger fruit if it was in a pot, but we'll see. So now we're going to pan over, and this is the other roselle that I have that is huge. It's bigger than the ones that's in a pot by itself, but this is one of the sides of the arbor. And if you go all the way up, there is a squash. Let me see if I could go in. You see that squash? There's one all the way up there. So yeah, my husband will be helping me with all of these things. So the spaghetti squash is very vigorous. Didn't realize it was going to get this wild and crazy. And it's only 2 plants and it's everywhere. I have so many spaghetti squashes. So I did some pole beans. I don't think I'm gonna get any because I think they were choked out. Even though I still see some of the stems, I think that they were choked out. But anyway, we have a lemon bush, 2 lemon bushes back here. Again, no fruit this year. That is a very young plant. So let's come out of here because I'm getting trapped. So I'm going to step out. Like I said, that is the over planted tomato bed, cherry tomato bed. They're yellow cherry tomatoes. They're really good too. It's really wet out here. I ain't see nothing on this. We're going to eat this right now. And they get way bigger than this, way bigger. Oh yeah, that's good. So they get big like this. So that was a small one, but they are sweet. They are good. They're probably not as sweet as Sweet 100s, but they're really good. Oh, and I got some Thai chili peppers over here that's being buried. So again, we talked about the spaghetti squash and how big and vigorous it is. We got one right there, and that's like a little bag that I put over it just in case it does ripen and it falls, it won't fall to the ground. So it's tied to the arbor. Okay, the bees and mosquitoes trying to come out, y'all. But anyway, I'll have that. There is a sugar baby. Let's find the sugar baby. Sugar baby right there. And she might be ready to harvest because those don't get that big. And then, as I told you, it's vining all through here. You see all the flowers. Well, this flower is to a baby. What is this? This is a baby spaghetti squash. Oh, wow. More spaghetti squash. This is a baby spaghetti squash that I'm growing in this little hanging pot. And this is a petite cucumber that I'm growing in this pot that they're starting to flower. So, again, the vines are vining. So, we got pole beans that's vining up there. We got spaghetti squash that's vining. This stuff is all outside of the arbor. I'm going up on the arbor and it's just everywhere. And there's another squash. I don't know if you can see that. That is, can you see that? Yep. That is also there. I'm going to pan over. This is the Mexican sunflower. That's a good 9 feet. One plant. And look how thick the stalk is. This is one seed, one plant. And it's a Mexican sunflower, and all the sunflowers are at the top. And then we have another one that's up in there, and it's also about 9 feet. And it gets other branches like this branch right here. But my husband is always breaking them. He think I don't know that. When he be walking through here, he breaking my stuff. So I guess in his mind, it's in his way. Okay, enough of that. So this is another bed. This is a pepper bed, herb bed, sage. I've already harvested some. I pulled out the squash that was in here. We got more peppers coming. This might be a serrano, Thai chili. Yeah, I think this is the serranos. These are serrano peppers. These are the serranos. Let me go under. Yeah, these are the serranos. Uh-oh, hit the phone. More Thai chili. This is the Peruvian. Again, I'm still waiting for flowers. This is a very tall plant. So I guess I'll get the peppers at some point. These must be late bloomers, but it's a really tall plant. So I'm learning this. This is the first time I've ever grown a Peruvian pepper. The seeds were given to me by a coworker, but they're the tallest ones that I have, but yet I don't see any flowers. So I've been giving it potassium and all the things. So I think it's just a late bloomer. And so we're going to continue to go over. We got snapdragons in this bed that I've been cutting back. We got cayenne peppers everywhere. And let me get on this side, guys. And then we have the yellow squash that's growing. And then again, the raspberry bush and the calendula and all the things back there. Let me see. I'm going to flip to this side, to this bed. this is another bed that I got that I'm putting all my strawberries in. It's probably going to be majority strawberries. I might throw a raspberry bush or blueberry bush in it. I haven't decided yet, but we're going to think about it. But this bed is also with the pink Berkeley tomatoes that has been doing absolutely awesome in this. I cut this back really hard because it's big and bushy. I've been getting like giant tomatoes on this bed. I just put my hand through a cobweb, Lord. And I'm gonna tell y'all, I saw a garden spider the other day. It was black and yellow. Nice size on it too. So yeah, there's the web right there. And I just put my hand through, as long as I ain't hit the spider, child. But anyway, I have some really big tomatoes in here. And this is the one I've been getting all my fried green tomatoes off of, because these pink Berkeley tomatoes are really, really big. So this is the Poland bean vine. I see flowers on this, but most of the vine, the Poland bean vine leaves have turned yellow because I think they're being choked out by the squash. So it's something I've accepted, that I don't get a lot of beans off of this one. I'm not going to even be upset about it, because the spaghetti squash and all the other things will make up for that. So I'm okay with that. So also on this arbor that's vining are the lemon drop melons. So there's one right there. These is like a mini melon. There's one right there. Look, I don't know if you can see that, but that's the spaghetti squash back there. And oop, look at a mosquito trying to get me. I sure saw you trying. You just poked the skin, and I felt that. So let me get back over here because I want to show you guys the other spaghetti squash. There's another spaghetti squash right there. I know I saw some up here. See, I have so many flowers vining. Like, this is like the middle part of the arbor. So yeah, it's vining all the way over, and the bees are already active. They're active already. So back down to this bed, I got another spaghetti squash back there hiding, where you see the red netting. The pink Berkeley tomatoes, like I said, they're doing really, really good. And now that I ran into that web, I'm thinking that that spider has changed his position. So I have to be careful how I'm moving through here, guys. Because like I said, when I saw that spider, I was like, whoa, you're a big one. But like I said, this pink Berkeley tomato plant is doing really, really good. And like I said, I can't stick my hand through here unless I had on some gloves, so you guys could see how big these tomatoes are really getting. And I did see a big one, but I couldn't get to it because of the spider web. But yeah, I'm trying to give you guys a view of some of the stuff that's up in here. Let's see if I can get up under here and show y'all something. Because I'm like, dang, I can't even show my own stuff. Tomatoes right there. Here go a nice one right here. And I don't want to pull it because I got some in the house already that I need to cook. And the raspberry bush is doing good. I didn't get any raspberries early part of the year. So, oh well, maybe next year, guys. But I think she just got crowded out. Who knows? So anyway, that's that. So this bed is also the lemon drop melon bed. And again, like I said, the vines are like everywhere. And they're all now intertwined into my peppers. But anyway, so we got squash over here. We got, well, we got butternut squash in this bed and lemon drop melons. So we got green peppers. Can you see that? We got green peppers. And I'm going to have to pull this vine off of this green pepper. Oh, that one looked like it got pollinated. That's a lemon drop. Then we got banana peppers. Let me see if anybody else get pollinated over here. See? That's the banana squash. I mean, the butternut squash, but I think it's a mini. I don't think it's like the one that get really, really big. I think it's a mini. And then, oh, we got another one right here that got pollinated. Oh, we got 3 so far that got pollinated. I got to be careful, guys, because the bees be up in here, y'all. The bees be like, why are you over here? There's another one. There's another one of my Jade Star melons. This one is not as big as the first one that I picked. And I'll probably put a picture in of the first one that I picked and harvested the other day. It's so good. And it's even some downstairs that I'm be eating for breakfast. And here's another one of the Jade Star. that's growing. So the melons are doing really good. I cannot complain about the melons. And then you can't see because the sun is starting to come out now, but I was going to pan so you can see the whole arbor. The okra has always done justice, and I will grow spaghetti squash again. I will grow okra again. Um, I'll always do the melons, and I always do more than what I need because sometimes you only get 1 or 2 melons on a plant, depending on whatever's going on that year. But so I always plant more than 1 melon. At least try to plant 3 to 4 melons, so that way you would get enough that was worth your time, right? So we got banana peppers in this bed. We got okra in this bed. We got green peppers in this bed. We have more okra on this side, and then we got more lemon drop melons, and I see one right there that has been pollinated. Great. And you guys have always seen the loofah. It looks like I'm only going to get about 4 or 5 loofahs, which is fine because I still have some from a girlfriend that gave me some from her harvest last year, so I'm not upset about that. That'll be okay. I tried to grow some lentils. It did not work out. I think this particular pot holds water, and I think it just got, the roots just got drowned. See how that water's coming out? We had a lot of rain the other day. And so I said, okay, this pot holds rain. Holds water. And I'm not going to get any. And see, I didn't know how they come, but this is how they come. See that? That is actually a lentil bean. And I see 1, 2, 3 or so on here. So I said, I'm just going to pull this and fix the bottom where the water will drain out and put something else in there, maybe some carrots or something. But I'm not going to get any lentils this year. But that was my first time trying, so it's okay. The board just kind of dying back. That's okay too, because I'm going to cut her back real hard because she'll be back next year. Carrots are getting bigger. I threw some strawberry runners in there for next year. So this is also going to be a strawberry bed along with the other one that I'm going to put together. This bed is my poblano peppers, as you see them all through there. Let me see. I'm going to go on the other side too. Let me see. I want to make sure you guys can see all of this. See? Uh-oh. There we go. Oh, no. This is a bell pepper. And then those are poblano peppers. So I got a bell pepper and a poblano pepper. You know, I actually yanked the bell pepper plant out of here because I didn't know what it was. And I was like, what? Oh, no. This ain't bell pepper. Now I see the other shape. This is the poblano pepper. But I did yank a pepper out of here, guys, because I didn't know what it was. And then finally, when I saw a little piece on the end of it, I was like, oh, darn, that was a pepper. So it's a serrano pepper in here. It's cayenne peppers in here. I've been harvesting a lot of peppers, guys. I've been so happy with that. Let's see. And I don't like to harvest my peppers unless I have my, oh, this is a nice one. This is a nice one. Nice size. That's the size I want, y'all. Okay, we're going to switch over to another bed. Another bed. We got more peppers over here. I think this is like a purple jalapeno. We got more cayennes over here. Cucumber. I'm pulling out the cucumber plant. I've been slowly yanking it down because I'm over it. I'm over all the cucumbers. So this is a dragon egg cucumber. I've been cutting this back. So when it dies, I'm done. I don't care anymore. So that's that. So I'm gonna be pulling a lot of these older cucumber plants out. This is another squash. I forget the name of it, but it's kind of rounded and I have to be careful. It's rounded. So yeah, that's another squash that's slowly growing. And then I got more banana peppers over here and more cayennes over here. More cayennes over here. And then that's the datil. Uh-oh, mosquitoes are out, y'all. That's the datil peppers that I'm also growing. Which one is this? I think this is a jalapeno. Yeah, this is a jalapeno pepper. And I threw in some, oh, I got big, y'all. I threw in some sunflowers. This is where the crowder peas were. I threw in some sunflowers. It's going to get really tall. I'm yanking that cucumber plant out. As you see, it's slowly dying any old way. So I'm yanking that one out. I'm so upset with my strawberry vanilla hydrangea, this one, because it's the biggest one, but it's flopping so badly. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to come in and cut a lot of these flower heads off, especially the ones that's been burnt by the sun. And it'll perk it back up a little bit because it's really weighing down on the bush is really weighed down. And it weighed down so much that it broke the tip of my crocosima that I've been waiting to flower forever. So I was like, oh yeah, you're going to get cut down because you're starting to break my crocosima petals. And I got to pull that sunflower out. It only had one large head that I cut off, so I got to pull that out. So I got some garden chores to do. There's another purple poblano plant that I got back here. I think I got two back here. Zinnias, blueberry plants. This is a, oh, look at this. These are very young blueberry plants. Let me taste that. Ooh. Oh, wow. That was good. That was real good. Okay, I'm looking forward to you. Excuse me. Anyway, so I got some deadheading to do. Excuse me. I got to deadhead this knockout rose so we could get her to continue blooming. That's the head that I knocked off that I was leaving for the birds. That's a catmint. And again, we had a lot of rain the other day, a lot of rain, heavy rain, that a lot of the shrubs are weighed down. Woo! I'm having an allergy attack, forgive me. The ginger is gingering with this volunteer tomato, cherry tomato plant that's in here. These turn red. And I just harvested some the other day. But look, can't you see that ginger down up in there? That's ginger, guys. This is actually a jewel of opar plant. This is a flower. It blooms in the spring. And so it has so many seeds. And a lot of the seeds dropped in some of my pots. So I'm digging those out. And I'm probably giving it away. The only thing about it, because in my zone, it won't come back. It's too cold. So I'm going to take mines back in the house. And I'll probably give away the others, or I might try to overwinter them outside and just put like some heavy leaf mulch and stuff like that on top of it to insulate it and pray that it comes back, right? So that's a jewel of opar that's volunteered in there. So we still got basil and zinnias growing in that hanger. This is the pussy willow. Don't ask me where it came from. It's a very vigorous plant. I'm probably going to dig this out and put it behind the garage because I want this pot. My roses, like I said, no apples this year, but these are two new plants. And I'm trying to see, forgive the sun, am I going to get some, oh, I look like I'm going to get some, y'all. Am I going to get some, hold on, as I find this. This is a moonflower. And it looks like those are buds. So I'm hoping I get some moonflowers before it gets too cold. And it's up on this trellis. Is that weed? You can't grow here. You have to get, okay. Have to pull that out. So it looks like I'm gonna get some moonflowers. I don't know how many. And then that's another one right there. So they open up at night, really big, pretty white flower that glows in the night, but they close in the morning. So anyway, I cut back all my lavender. I took some to work. I've been cut that one back. That is starting to give me some more stems. But I cut back all my lavender and I've shared that. Harvested some for myself and then shared the rest. And I use it for teas and, you know, in my skincare products. This one was the first one that I cut back. And you see I've already got new stems. And what else we got going on, guys? Pretty much the flowers are doing fine. Like I said, other than the shrubs that got like beat down by the rain or the heavy tops that I just really need to prune and stake for next year. My boba hydrangea doing really good this year. Last year, she got burned. Literally, she got burned. So she didn't do well last year. That's the incredible hydrangea that's doing really good. And those are my hydrangeas right there that I'm moving to the front of the yard. And like I said, everything is doing really good. I cannot complain. So the reason why I said I was going to do this video is because I want to tell you guys what I will grow again. Always going to grow Mexican sunflowers. I don't know if you can see that orange. Let me see. If you can see that orange right there, that's the Mexican sunflower. That's up against the fence. I would do Mexican sunflowers. Always going to do zinnias and stuff like that. But vegetables, paste tomatoes, cherry tomatoes, all the peppers, you know, the cayenne, poblano, bell pepper, Mexican chili or some type of chili type pepper. I'm always going to do melons, the mini melons, and always strawberries and berries, which I'm trying to create a orchard with the apple trees. I want to keep raspberries, blueberries. So we got raspberry, blueberry, strawberries, and we got apple trees. And oh, and we also have a lime quat and a mandarin. And let me show you guys, I'm actually going to get some lime quats this year. This is my second year. Of course, the first year I didn't get anything, but look what, look it, look it, look it, look. I'm going to get so many lime quats. And I'm going to have to look this up because I don't know if this is one of those things like they tell you to thin out so you could get bigger fruit. So I'm going to look it up and see what it says. Oh, I even got some more flowers on this stem. But yeah, the lime quat is showing out. It is really showing out. So I'm definitely going to get some lime quats. And so that's my orchard, you know, the plants that that's the mandarin that's still growing, but no flowers. So if you know you're going to get fruit, you got to see a flower first. So you're always looking for flowers because the flower becomes before the fruit. Okay. I'm always going to grow dahlias. Look at this. This is my first year with this one. This one might have to be cut and come in the house with me. Isn't that gorgeous? Pretty. We got more back there. Like I told you, always zinnias will be a part of my yard. Here's another dahlia. It's a little darker than the other. Cosmos will always be in my yard. These are cosmos. Love cosmos. This dahlia got beat up with the rain, but yes, I'm always going to do dahlias. All this stuff back here comes back on its own. The hardy hibiscus. Beautiful, absolutely glorious. Bee balm always comes back. Echinacea, yarrow, sedum, snapdragons. I have to grow pretty much every year. That's lemongrass back there. But sometimes the snapdragons will seed and come back. Oh, okay. Birds got to this sunflower, so I need to cut that one. I pulled some marigolds from over here because they was just too big and vigorous. These are my sweet potatoes. They're vining all the way over there. A pepper plant got planted in here, volunteer pepper plant. I don't know what type of pepper it is, but it's a volunteer. We got herbs in this bed, flowers in this bed. Then we got your roses. I got a rose, a knockout rose right here. That's gotten so big since I bought it. We got comfrey. No, not comfrey. This is mullein. Foxgloves, marigolds. I know some campanula in that bed too, so yeah. So anyway, I hope I got through this really quick. No, my videos are usually going to be at least 30 minutes because I have a lot to cover. And I know I get like really detailed, but all the lushness. And I did want to show you guys the starts that I'm doing for fall. On my new potting bench, we have more comfrey because I want more comfrey. That's like a fertilizer. We got collards. We have hollyhocks. What is this? This is an M. It's an M, y'all. Oh, mustards. We got mustard greens. I don't know what this is. It says collard, but this don't look like no collard. We got broccoli and more collards. Yeah. We got broccoli, collards, mustards, comfrey, and hollyhocks. And this is supposed to be collards too, but it got soaked. This got soaked. And you can use anything to start something in, and I had to put some more holes in the bottom of this. But yeah, so And back there, that's another area that I have to stake up for next year, because we got some panicle hydrangeas back there that are big and bushy and beautiful, but they need to be staked up. Because look at that big one. Let me see. Can you see it? Look at that big one. Aren't they gorgeous? Totally gorgeous. Now this damn blackberry tree that they came and cut, and I think ComEd cut it. Look how big it's growing again. So I told my husband, get over here in the fall and cut that shit down again. Excuse my language. Just know, guys, if you grow, let me turn this camera around. If you grow, and I hope I put this on full. If you if you grow a blackberry bush, please do not let it overgrow. And please do not let it overgrow and become a tree, because you don't know what you're doing to your neighbors. That crap grows over your fence, and now all of the berries and stuff is falling down in your yard, and it creates a mess, and it creates squirrels and all kinds of things constantly in your yard, because they're trying to eat the stuff that's on the bottom, on the ground. And it's so annoying. So I was so happy when they came and cut it, and it just opened up that whole area. But look, it's like above the greenhouse, and the greenhouse is at least 9 feet in height, and it's like it's back up again. And so I told my husband, I said, yeah, when we move our stuff, like for fall, and we're shutting down the garden and just closing things out, he's gonna take our little extended drill, or whatever you call it thing, and not drill, y'all know what I'm trying to say, chainsaw, cut it, because it's going to be right back on our side, and that lady don't care nothing about that dang old tree. And I wish they would have did it from the ground, but they only cut the top, and now it's just growing out again. But anyway, so there's my irritation. So anyway, and this is another flower bed with incredible hydrangeas that I'm moving and putting into the larger bed. My clematis, I bought this later in the year, but she's climbing, she's doing really, really good. And snapdragons I need to cut back, because they are gone now. See, when they get like that, you just need to pop this off, and they will rebloom again. And sometimes when the seeds drop, you might get some more next year, like, what is this? And it's actually a snapdragon, but I just pop off the top just to keep them growing again. They'll sprout out again and grow some more. I love celosia. I'm always going to grow celosia. And this is a hydrangea that I propagated from last year. Yes, I propagated this bush from last year. This is cuttings from another one I had behind a garage, and I nursed it through the winter and spring and brought it out here, and it is blooming. It is beautiful. I'm so proud of myself for doing that, and I'm doing some more in the house. So dahlias over here. This is a small dahlia, and then my butterfly, my, what is it called, dang old thing, blue pea butterfly vine, where you get the purple tea. Yeah, so this does well too. So this is vining up the arbor that's attached to the deck. So this one is doing good. This one is going a little slower. It's a little slow. I think it just doesn't get as much sun as the one over here. But anyway, I think I have talked enough back here in this house to get myself together for work. This has woken me up a little bit, because I had just woken up. And I'm gonna get started. So when I open up my door, this is what I see. I see Gomphrena. I see celosia, I see zinnias, and I see dahlias. So create a space that you love, that relaxes you, and that makes you feel good, that makes you smile. But like I always say, be good. No, that's not what I say. What I always say, and I mean, be blessed, but also be a blessing. All right, you guys take care. See you on the next. Bye.